Alright, welcome back. I just did the Imkando hatchet upgrade and got distracted from doing my dailies. So, dailies/weeklies, as I only really do these weekly now. As I've been playing other games instead, and just log in here and kind of chop trees for some reason. So I guess I'll do money making daily run first, and then maybe farm run. Yeah, I guess we'll do money making daily run first. It's always hard to know which ones of these actually still make money. So some of these old ones, I have this quick dailies list here somewhere. Where is it? So I think first we'll go to Tavily, is T Tavily. And then we just run around to this herb guy. I used to use those. They're called again. Can't remember. They look good though. And then we trade with this guy. And you just want to buy the bomb vials here, I think. Because these are only 5 each and they sell for 2,100 each, so that's pretty good. And I think sometimes you can buy these white berries and red berries and stuff too. Just depends on how much they're selling. Even the red beads can, but they're a little bit less. So we want vials of water pack as well. So that's 20k, and these are open all. So that was 20k for these, and they sell for 138. And this was not very much, and they're worth 216. And then in here we buy the flies, because for some reason they still sell. These flies, they're 10 each. That's 2,000 cost, and they're worth how much? 104. So that's about 102k profit if they sell. Then after that I always go, oh, I forgot the wicked hood. I've got to get that actually. I'll grab the wicked hood and then we'll go to Yanil. Go to Yanil, to the magic shop. That's usually the best place to buy runes. Even though there's a couple of magic shops if you can be bothered getting there. Trade the magic guy up here. This guy, and then just buy all the runes. I think runes still sell okay, some of them don't, but I buy them anyway. Just keep them in stock, because they're not very expensive. I don't know why it asked me for that and not for these ones. These ones are not worth it, and these ones are not worth it really. That's about it. And then while I'm here, I always activate the wicked hoard and get whichever runes you feel like. Gives you an extra 10 soul runes. I think soul runes are still worth some money, aren't they? Yeah, not really. These are not worth that much anymore. Let's have a quick look. So, I mean, they're only 17k per stack except for these ones and the soul ones. These are still worth it. These are not worth it, not worth it. Fire runes are good. They're not worth it. Water, air are okay, pretty much. But still only, you do still make money, and you can always just use them for the Vis Wax machine. There is also a rune shop at Varrock, but you don't get many runes, so it's not really worth it. There's another one up at Berthorpe, also not really worth it. Because you only get like 300 or 400 of each rune, unless you like stocking up on them. Then there's Port Sarum, where I used to go to the fishing shop and buy feathers and the feather packs, but that's not really worth it either. I'm not sure if feathers from Sophanem are still worth it. I'll have to go in there and have a look. Might as well check. I think the feathers from Sophanem are no longer profitable last time I checked, but I'll check again, especially after you use these Sophanem Slayer Dungeon teleports, which are probably worth like 10 grand or something, or 10k. Let's see what these are worth. Because this is 1.5 mil, and then how much do they sell? They used to sell for about 2 mil from a while ago, but I think they don't anymore. 1.7 mil, so maybe if they sell, we still can get 240k profit. And then we'll just go Prif. If you have Prif, you can do that. And in Prif, I just go to the shop to the north and just buy more bomb vials. I think that's all we buy at this shop now. Bomb vials, and that's all. Just up around the corner here. And then we trade this lady. So yeah, bomb vials and the vials of war again, and that's all from there. Bomb vials are still worth a bit, aren't they? Yeah, 0.5 mil. And then we'll just go do Vis Wax, because that's always good money. And we just go in here, I think. Just don't accidentally click the Runescape portal, because it takes ages to get out of there. How many Vis Wax can we get today? Not very much. Yeah, 73 will do. Vis Wax is still worth a bit, because you use it for all your teleports and daily extends and stuff. That's 1.8 mil just there. Alright, we'll go see how much all this stuff is worth, see if the dailies are still worth it. How long was that? It's really about 8 minutes or so. But I've been talking a bit, so you could probably do it quicker than that. I'll just queue all this stuff up and see how much we get. So we've spent how much out of 3.2, so we spent about 1.8 mil on all this stuff. And usually I keep the nature runes because I use them. And I sometimes keep some Vis Wax, but I don't usually, because I don't really need it. We'll just sell this stuff real quick. See what's selling. Sometimes these sit here overnight and then they sell the next day, especially with these runes and stuff. Vis Wax is usually fine. Maybe not. if you just minus 5% everything. These two I don't usually bother selling at all, and this one I keep. I wonder if they're still selling. Oh, they are. So Vials of Water still selling. Bomb Vials, no. Soul Runes, yes. Feathers of Matte sold. Let's see if we go over 5. So we made 285k so far. We still have these 3 things. Feathers of Matte are alright. We made 220,000. These are okay. As long as, I mean, the cost of these is only 17 for a stack. So, and these were only not very much. I'll just drop these down a bit and see if I get them to sell. Nope, Bomb Vials don't want to sell. That's funny because Vis Wax is usually really quick. Oh well, that brings us still up another. So we started at 5 mil and now we're at 6.9. So you get about 2 mil still, and these are sitting at how much? 2 mil plus 400k when they sell, and these are worth another 100k. So probably about another 2.5 mil from that run. Not too bad, I suppose. And we've still got the nature runes and these other ones because they never sell anyway. But yeah, that's the first part of that run done. Still makes 2 mil, not bad.